Hey, welcome to the Conscious Casey channel. I'm Casey. You might not know how much power you have and how much control you have over your reality. The thoughts you think, the words you speak, the behavior and actions that you perform, they are all creating your world. And whatever you think is true becomes true. So if you think you are stupid, you will be stupid. If you think that your job is horrible, if it's a waste of time or it's toxic, then it will be those things. If you think you're a burden on people that you ask for help or that you're friends with, then you will be a burden. On the flip side, when we realize that these things actually create the reality that we experience, we can change our thoughts, change the way we think about things. Beliefs like I'm annoying or people don't like me, that's just a thought you keep thinking. That's what a belief is. And I couldn't really grasp that at the beginning of my journey years ago. I was like, beliefs are thoughts you keep thinking. Okay, yeah, whatever. But I get it now. Because whatever you think manifests. You become what you think. The world around you becomes what you think. Now, there's definitely different levels of this. Just think about this situation, like with a loved one that you have a conflict with on a regular basis. You think a certain way about them, right? You think they're going to react like this. They're going to say these things, and you assume all these things that happened in the past are going to continue happen, and therefore they will continue to happen. But if you start assuming a different future, if you start assuming a different relationship with them, and you start working with your mind and working with your thought patterns, and you say, we have a beautiful relationship. We have come to a new level of understanding with each other. We share a deep love with each other. And you start changing the thought pattern to those things, the relationship will change. And the other person doesn't really have to do anything. They will start conforming to the relationship. Or the relationship falls away. So you could have a false relationship, an ill relationship, with somebody, and you can begin to change the thoughts about it. You're only responsible for your actions, your attitude, the way you think. You can't really control other people. You can have influence, though, on the relationship. So when we change the thought, like for instance, a boss or a manager, supervisor, maybe you have a lot of conflict with them, or you just aren't on the same vibration as them. They think differently and act differently, and it's a real conflict. Start doing these things. Start saying how you have great communication with them. Is it true in the present? No. But you can't have a different future if you don't start thinking different thoughts. You cannot have a different future if you don't start thinking different thoughts today. If you want to become a business owner, if you want to meet that partner, you have to start thinking in a different way. Assume the best. Assume the best things are coming to you. Assume that everything works out for you. I'm thinking of a few different teachers that teach this. Neville Goddard taught this about the law of assumption, and Wallace D. Wattles in The Science of Getting Rich. He also wrote The Science of Being Great. I care about you, and I care about how your life is going, or else I wouldn't be doing these videos. I really want people to wake up to the reality that they are in charge of their life, that you're controlling your destination, that you're actually controlling every aspect of every day of your life. If your life is not going exactly as planned, if life is weighing heavy on you, if you don't feel well about life, if maybe you have sadness or anger or anxiety, it's all about how you're thinking about life. Number one thing to do is to be playful. This is just a game. We're just having fun on Earth, okay? So we all need to lighten up, and we all need to not take things so seriously and have fun. What does that look like? That means, first of all, changing your attitude about life. You can do whatever you want to do in life. It's all about how you think about things. What you think becomes your reality. If you think things are hard, they will be hard. If you think life is easy, life will be easy. Are these instant manifestations that happen just because you say it once? No, that's not how things work. There is a delay in the change in the world. It's like the world is a mirror to you. So whatever you're doing, the world responds that way. The people, the situations, the experience of life responds to how you're being. It responds to your internal world. If you are in fear of people, then people will be standoffish to you. If you isolate, then you will be alone. If you say you are lonely, you will be lonely. If you say people irritate you, people will irritate you. Do you see what I'm saying? You can change relationships. You can change your experience of life by changing you. Opening up your heart is one of the keys. And that means letting all of experience come into you. That means not shying away when things are uncomfortable, when the conversations are uncomfortable or awkward. It's about following your happiness, following your passion. What feels right to you? What feels right to you? Is it creating a business that has an impact in the world for good? Is it volunteer work? Is it creating a product or a craft that you like? Or maybe it's teaching other people something that you love. Maybe it's creating a community of like-minded people that come together and share life together. What is your vision of the future? What feels right to you? Because I'll tell you what the normal track of living in America is, and that is you go to school, you go to college, you get a job, you work for a company, you get in debt, you try to get out of the debt, you plan for retirement, you retire, and you do some things with your grandkids, and then you die. And that is just generic. It's antiquated. It's conditioned. That is lots of people's path, and that's fine for them. That's not going to be my path. Retirement, I'm never going to stop working or creating or doing something. That's just where I'm at right now. You know, life changes, obviously. You know, I've lived a lot of life, and right now is a time where I'm creating new things. This is all a journey of awakening, and it's all a journey of your awakening spiritually. Everything is spiritual. There's not a non-spiritual and a spiritual. Everything is spiritual. All the experiences that you're having in life, all the challenges and opportunities to change, those are bringing you to your highest timeline, to your highest self. The people and situations around us are our greatest teachers. Literally nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It takes focused attention to get what you want in life. And we live in a distracted generation of people. Lots of distractions. Lots of people pulling your attention, telling you what to do, like me. But I want you to focus back on yourself. I want you to do what's best for you. Some of the funnest kind of good times I have with myself are writing in my journal. I get to write whatever I want. This is planning my life, planning my future. How do I want my life to be? Where do I want to go? What do I want to create? How far can I push the limits of life here while I'm on Earth for this tiny little speck of time that I'm here? Who do I want to be with? What kind of friends do I want to have? It's really fun. Your thoughts create your world. Your words create your world. Whatever you say is what happens. Whatever you think is what manifests. So if you think you don't have money for that endeavor, you will not have money. If you think that people don't like you, people won't like you. That's just how it is. Change your conception of you and how you think about yourself. Or maybe just drop it completely and just be. Let go. Let go of all the thoughts of how you think that you should be, or how other people think of you. Man, that was a journey for me, of letting go of what people think of me. That was so ingrained into me, deep in from my childhood. Like, it was a matter of life and death. How people perceive me, how people think of me. I won't go into the depths of how I release that burden of thinking what other people think of me. But my links are in the description if you want to have a conversation about letting go of what other people think of you, about letting go of people pleasing, of self-sacrifice. It's really self-abandonment. You're just abandoning yourself to please other people. You're abandoning yourself to be accepted by your tribe, the people around you. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. When you come home to yourself, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, you increase the level of attractiveness, you increase the level of magneticity. You know what I'm saying? Think about a famous person. Are they people pleasers? Do they care what other people think? No, the most famous, the most popular, the most authentic people in this world, they were just being themselves. And that's magnetic. That's what I was trying to say. That's magnetic. There are ways of being in this life and laws of creation and the universe that when we live along those lines, everything works out for us. And our inner being is always speaking to us. Our inner knowing, the kingdom of God is within you. And that is speaking to you all the time, leading you down the path to the right place. So just listen. Feel it. Where are you going? What do I need to do next? I need to make that phone call. I need to write that list. I need to figure out what is right for my life. Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? Answer these questions in your life. And this video has no thread of anything. It's so random. And I love you for that. I love you for listening. All right, I'll leave it at that. I'll see you in the next video. Maybe have some bullet points next time.